What up?
The music isn't too loud in the back, right?
It actually is, Ashiek.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yep.
Who just tell them to lower it down?
Yep.
Alright, give me a second. Then.
Ashiek's the type of guy who shows up to an interview or to hang out on a podcast with too loud of music in the background.
Just mute his screen. Do an intro. Let's go.
Hey, Dennis Bermudez. How are you today?
Pretty good.
Episode 91, Menace and the Man.
Yeah, big. It's a big episode.
Menace wanted to squeeze it in because we had Ashiek Ajim tonight.
Yeah. Got, I'm drinking the Great South Bay pumpkin ale. Pumpkin ale.
I just popped open one of your other favorites, a Blonde Ambition.
Oh, Blondie. Stan, is it true that blondes have more fun?
All right, I'm back.
That's the rumor.
What is about blondes having more fun, would you say? That they're like more slutty, or?
I don't know. Are you saying that? Or are you?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, you're insinuating, or are you saying you heard that?
I mean, why do they say that? Ashiek, why? Ashiek, welcome to the Menace and the Man show. Ashiek Ajim, 135-pound, undefeated pro fighter. And the question is, Ashiek, why do blondes have more fun?
Dude, I couldn't even tell. Is it
because they're like sluttier, or?
Maybe it's because people probably see a blonde and they get excited, so they make them have fun. You know,
so kind of like a red car. They kind of stick, or a yellow car sticks out in your eye. Okay.
Yeah, they think it's supposed to be fun, so they make it fun.
Okay.
Why? What do you?
What kind of makes sense?
What blonde are you talking about, Menace? Just in general?
You just said.
The blonde.
The Blonde Ambition, and I just went there.
Okay.
Blonde Ambition's fun.
Okay. Well, episode 91, Menace and the Man, Dennis the Menace Bermudez, Stan the Man. We're joined by undefeated professional Ashiek Ajim, who Menace and myself have known since before he was fighting or when he first started, and even a reason why you got a little bit of infamy or fame, if you will, recently was Chael Sonnen. Depot, I guess, hit up Ryan Parsons, and you're the guy. You're the guy that everyone's trying to find a fight for, Ashiek.
Uh-huh.
So what's the word? Has anything transpired in the last couple weeks?
Yeah, I got hit up by a few promotions.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But CES, like, they were like the first ones to get me like a fight. So it's not official yet, like I haven't signed contracts or anything. But I should be fighting when is it? October 15th for CES.
Okay, so they're putting up where is this going to be?
Atlantic City, no?
Well, no, it was supposed to be in Rhode Island. But I think I heard today they called me and they said it might end up being in New Hampshire just because they were having issues with the location or something like that.
COVID and shit?
Yeah.
How's COVID been treating you?
Dude, I don't do shit, so it's been normal for me. Huh?
It's the same then for you.
Yeah.
You just much. Work out and fucking. Do you play video? You don't play video games, do you?
Not much. I've been trying to get into it. I bought I got the new UFC game, so I've been trying to play that. It's pretty cool.
What system?
Xbox. What you guys on?
I got both, Sheik.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a baller. Yeah.
No, that was the last of my blood money. Now I'm making that. So.
Yeah, you got all that G Fuel in back there too, you know.
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah, you know, take anything free.
You know who else noticed that G Fuel was Chael Sonnen, complimented Menace on that G Fuel. So back to that. Now, do you feel like that puts like a spotlight on you a little bit, like almost a target?
Yeah, for sure. Like he reposted like I put the little clip where he said the promoters or whatever, he's like, I'm looking for a fight or whatever it is, and then he reposted on his Instagram, and that got me like a lot of followers like right away, you know. So that was good for me, just for publicity and whatnot.
Has anyone slid in your DMs trying to fight you? Because I know that happens to John Gotti a little bit. Like people are trying to.
A couple of guys, they would like tag me and Chael Sonnen and say like set this up. I'm like, I don't care. I'll let the promotions handle that shit. I'm not trying to, be a fucking matchmaker.
Yeah. Because what are you gonna do? Go fight everybody who wants to fight you? That's insane. You're trying to flash back here. How old are you now, Sheik?
26.
26. All right. I mean, when I was 26, I'm just kidding. No.
What about when you were 26?
What?
Okay. Yeah. No. Keep going.
I think I was like 6-0. No, 6-1. UFC.
Well, even Ashiek, you got a little bit of a late start to MMA, right? When did you start training?
Yeah. Well, I trained a little bit, like when I was like 18 in the city, a little bit, but not very often. It wasn't like significant, the training, because I would go like maybe once a week and then turn to like once a month. But I really like started training for real. Like I was like 20 or 21, so that was like my real start for MMA around then.
So Sheik's special. I've sparred with him, and I fucking have like landed like flush, like this kid's dead, and he just like bang 3-piece back. I'm like, I'm confused by that because you're a weight class below me, and I just fucking, you should be disintegrated, and you hit me with a 3-piece. And so on top of that, he's a weight class below me and has like 3 times as many KOs as I have.
Yeah, that's right. Dennis isn't out here walking off on people. Check my highlight. I'm just fucking.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, can you see shit happen? Are you setting shit up? Like, what's?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it? I mean, what's?
It's. If I had to say what it is, it's technique. It's technique. People keep saying like, oh, he has power and technique. I'm just drilling every day in, day out, the same moves over and over, trying to get it perfect. And then when you land it perfect, if it connects, it puts somebody out.
Oh, for sure. And something I've seen with the Sheik the couple times that I've watched his fights live, watching on tape is always different than watching it live. Because when you watch it on tape, you see like it a little differently, a little different camera angle. I remember watching one of your fights live and being like, man, Ashiek is fucking comfortable in there. Like you were in the pocket, like not like this, like moving your head with punches whizzing by your head, and then you were just like, kid was off.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing that usually takes years to get. Is comfort in the pocket, comfort on your feet, swinging like that. Did we lose you, Ashiek?
Yeah, I missed that last part.
We were just complimenting you on how comfortable you are and whatnot. But so you got to fight October 15th. Menace and the man, we usually like to get outside of fighting a little bit, so everybody knows who you are a little bit. They could put a face to the name of the guy who Chael Sonnen was talking about and whatnot. So now we'll get to some other stuff. What's Ashiek's dating life like?
Oh, my dating life is trash because I just fucking train all day and do nothing outside of that. But the pandemic made that shit worse too, because now I could barely go out, do my thing. But
don't go out.
Yeah, I don't. But then, But been hitting up Tinder and shit,
All right,
right on me.
Now, what are you again? You're Indian?
I am Trinidadian, half Trini, half Guyanese. I was born in Trinidad, so Trini.
Okay.
In the Caribbean, so like I guess South America.
So now, do you discriminate ethnicity with women?
No, not at all.
Wasn't your brother like married off?
Did your family do that? Like, they're married. Yeah. No, nothing like that. No. No, they just happen to be brown girls, but
really?
Not because of that. Yeah.
They have to be brown.
No, wait. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like Latin or like I mean, do they have?
No. When I mean brown, I mean me, my type of brown, not your brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like your parents, for instance, will they only accept a girl of your ethnicity, like a tan Guyanese? You said.
Nah. Yeah, Guyanese training. No, they wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
All right,
Doesn't matter.
so you could bring home like a milkmaid, like a really white girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on? You said you're on Tinder. What kind of? What? Whose mic is doing that? Is that you, Menace?
Well, I'm not.
Oh no, it's Ashiek.
Oh, what happened?
You're freezing up on us.
Oh, my bad. You got me out.
So I'm gonna throw out a pickup line that you use on Tinder to kind of break the ice. I heard it from Chael Sonnen, not because he's used it. I think he heard it from somewhere. It's
Okay.
hey, how you doing? Or not even like describe yourself in 3 emojis. Which gets
You tell them.
That's their opening
You
line.
tell them to describe themselves.
Describe yourself in 3 emojis. So they might be like, like I never even thought about like what emojis like describe me. Like, so if they're not interested, they might answer just to see what emojis.
Yeah.
They never thought of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have a strong reply because they're gonna ask you if they put theirs, what yours is, you know. So you're gonna
They're gonna ask the same shit back. Yeah, that's true. Now, usually, I go off of like whatever the description is. If something stands out, I'll like try to pick up on that and play off of that, or maybe something in the pictures.
Every guy is doing that, right, Stan?
Doing what?
Stan's a veteran in the game of Tinder and Bumble. So look at that little face.
Tell me what's up, Stan.
No, I usually
Man, tell me.
I don't get into like pickup lines. I know that's something that Menace is big into, and a lot of guys are into like a little opening line. My opening line is very simple. It's just hello, and then once you get a reply back, if the girl's actually interested, she's going to reply back. I'm always into just starting the conversation off just with something simple, asking where they are, because then you figure out geographically if it works, and then you just got to start a conversation with the girl. It's very simple. Same thing like you said. You almost got to like relate to a girl in a way just to get them into the conversation, but I got to take it away from that as quick as possible and into when are we hanging out. And I'm not saying being pushy with it, like, oh, we're hanging out today, you know what I mean? But for instance, and this is something that Menace can attest to because Menace has been there, Ashiek, you know, the conversations like drag out and die, you know what I mean? Right?
Real quick, Stan. I've never hung out with one girl off of Tinder or Bumble.
Yeah.
I could never close. I
remember. But that's because even for you, a conversation, you're going to lose interest. You're not going to talk to someone and then go back to the conversation tomorrow. You know what I mean? Very rarely. So you almost have to, like, in that first 10 messages back and forth, set up your, all right, well, maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow, kick me your number and let's start this conversation somewhere else. You got to take it off of Bumble or Tinder quickly into.
Well, also, the thing is, like, I'm barely on Tinder, maybe like once a week, or if you are talking with somebody like once a day, and I imagine they're like that too. So you gotta like go right away, like whatever you want to do, you gotta kind of make it happen, you know?
Yeah, and I'm not saying be super aggressive.
You have it going for too long.
Yeah, I'm over there trying to like, almost like I'm asking the questions like you'd be asking on the first date, like via, you know, and then I was like,
Yeah, and then even that, you got to play the numbers, Ashiek, like anything.
Yeah.
All right, so for someone like Ashiek, Stan, what's his go? Because he doesn't drink, right? You don't drink. You eat food. Everybody eats food.
Everybody eats food, and even if the girl you're hanging out with drinks and she's into that, like whatever, you could drink water and still hang out. You don't need to go out to the club and get drunk to hang out with a girl. You can go wherever. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't judge me or Menace, but me and Menace like a woman with a couple of drinks in her.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that either.
All right, so the smell of alcohol, even though you don't drink, doesn't bother you?
No, not at all.
How come you don't drink?
I mean, I don't mind drinking.
He's
So
really
like
focused on the task at hand, Stan.
Yeah, I don't. I'd say like if I go out, I'll drink if I'm with my friends or with somebody, but I don't go out of my way to like drink and shit like that.
It's not like it's Friday. I gotta get at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I was having a Halloween
it's not like
party,
that.
like, hey, Ashiek, come through, and he didn't have a fight coming up, and all the guys were there doesn't see, like.
So now, wait, is Ashiek like the guy right now? Like Kelleher obviously gets a lot of attention at Lima. Menace retired, LaFleur retired, Chris Wade retired.
He retired?
Or not retired. I'm sorry. My bad. I was just in the mode of saying people are retired. But so Chris Wade and Ashiek actually and Kelleher are the pros, right?
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody?
And we got Gotti too.
Oh, and Jillian.
Yeah, Jillian.
Okay.
Gotti. Hugh's also here.
Hugh McKenna as well.
Yeah. Who else?
So now
Soft as far as the pros.
they don't have the pro class the way they used to, right, Ashiek?
No.
Ryan said it's
more like a advanced grappling.
Okay.
Advanced MMA grappling class.
technique
Like
and
that.
shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So primarily at Long Island MMA, who you working with? We'll jump a little bit back into training while you're obviously sitting in the gym.
Well, all the coaches. I work with Greg, Ryan, Brian, all of them. Pretty much.
Well,
Hang on. So I woke up this morning. I got after it. So I have a challenge for both you gentlemen.
okay.
And the challenge is, I know she can do it. Stan, I know you can do it, but you're not going to want to do it. Actually, even if
I might
you
not want to
try
do it either.
it's going to be hard. It's 10 push-ups per minute for 1 hour.
All right.
Ashiek, you get out of it what you put into it. So you could do Ashiek, like I said, you could do it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard, but you could do shitty push-ups and it probably won't be that hard.
Wait, 10 push-ups every minute, you said?
Yes, for an hour.
All right.
So that's 600 push-ups. I did it this morning, and I'm pretty smoked.
Yeah.
It's like a mental thing, though, too.
Yeah.
So, and then I would imagine it has to be great for, like, your, like, just punch volume.
That's why you got that. That's why you got that little chest pump going right now,
That's it?
huh? Yeah. See.
Dan, so you're very quiet since I threw the challenge out there.
No, not at all. I'll.
Yes, you are.
When do you want me to do it? You and Ashiek were having a conversation. I was going to butt in.
You'd be like, I'll accept.
Did Ashiek accept it?
Nah. I don't know. Maybe next week. I already did chest today. Hey, you know. Nice.
Ideally, like on a day of sparring, that's all you do is spar, right?
No, you mean for today?
No, on your sparring day, that's all you'll do is spar on that day.
No, I'll train. I'll do everything else and spar.
Hang on. You won't do anything prior to sparring, though, right?
Yeah, I would.
You're an idiot. We'll talk. Because when you sparring is simulating your fight, and when you fight, you don't spar. You don't do shit before you fight.
True. That's what makes you better on the day of the fight.
I will get you in touch with some very smart people that just, and we'll get you going.
Who are you going to get him in touch with?
Probably Andy Galpin, maybe.
Yeah,
Ryan Parsons.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Galpin.
Yeah.
And what
Oh man, Ashiek is.
What you do when you were working with him?
He went over a lot of volume.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we got you. You were floating in space for a minute, but now we got you.
Andy Galpin went over we went over nutrition, workout volume of my week, what my week should kind of look like. And yeah. And we when I was with him, we would do testing and on my mobility and strength and punching power and shit like that. You know,
I like that Galpin guy. I've listened to like a few things on him or with him.
you know, it'd be a really good idea for you is next time Boom Brian fights in Vegas is to come out of pocket and just tag along if you're allowed.
Because he's out there, right? Vegas.
When he goes to Vegas, Boom Brian,
Okay.
go to Vegas, get into the UPI, see if you can get hooked up with any kind of treatment or shit like that, you know.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
They might for Kelleher's boy.
Yeah.
I mean maybe not because it's money, but who knows?
Nah, I feel like you saw all the guys from Serra-Longo down there.
Yeah, they're there, but I don't know if they're getting treatment like UFC. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by treatment? Like,
They have,
Like
they have
use the
people that will scan your whole body for your body, your BMI, body mass index. They have people there that can making sure you're running on treadmills and water, see your gait. They have personal trainers there. They have massage therapy. They have everything, but I don't know if those people will even work with people that are not on the UFC roster. I know other people can go in there and like work out. Like he can go in there and work out with Boom all day, but if he's like, like my neck's kind of jacked up, can you check me out? They might be like, whoa. What I'm saying is like it couldn't hurt to go over there and see what's up. I don't know. Like, hey, what's up? Smack him with $20. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of funky.
all right, so Ashiek, you're a big fight fan, right? Like you watch everything?
Yeah.
You
Everything.
everything. You're in deep?
Yeah.
Did you watch this past weekend?
Yeah.
Who did you have going into that fight? Were you picking Woodley, or you thought Colby was going to win the way he did?
I had Colby all day. I know it would play out the way it did with Tyron just hanging back. He actually tried harder this fight, though.
He came out harder than the beginning, right? I was like, okay.
Yeah, but then once that like third round came around, he was just done from there.
Well, no, he came out hard in the first and was pushing and then like there was a little bit of exchange, and then Colby got on the offense, and he just stayed coasting. I was like, well, the whole I wanted Tyron to win just because, I know him, he's a good dude, but when I saw that press conference where he's like, yeah, but Black Lives Matter. Like, listen, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. I get it, but come on, man, just fucking answer the question.
Yeah,
you know.
Or
win the fucking fight and then tell people why Black Lives Matter to you and your whole angle on shit.
Yeah, we spoke about that, Menace. He should have used it as a platform to actually say something.
Right, yeah. And that too. Even, building up to the fight, hey man, ABC, Black Lives Matter, yo man, I don't like what's going on in today's society, whatever, touch on it. But just, yeah, but Black Lives Matter. I don't know. I just thought it was distasteful. I don't know.
Also, I like Colby. His build up for the fight. I like all that shit. That's fun, you know.
Floating in space again, Ashiek. He'll be back.
My bad.
It's weird. I don't know what it was about this fight. I was like, do I like Colby?
Yeah, I think you do.
Anything against
Yeah,
him?
the only reason I was watching the fight was because Colby was fighting, not because of Tyron. Because Colby was fighting. I was like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Woodley, yes, but I'm a Colby Covington fan. People could say his fighting style is boring, but I don't know how Ashiek is or Menace is. Colby, I'm entertained by that.
He puts out
I like his style.
He usually puts more striking than that, no?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
He usually does more striking than that, no?
He's just non-stop pressure.
Striker.
Volume, pressure, he's just non-stop.
Yeah.
But some people don't like that. Some people are like, I want to see, tough man.
Fuck off. You're not fucking in there. Fuck out of here.
I think more people that tune into MMA don't want to see Khabib or Covington style of grinding people out. They want to see, you know, Conor McGregor or Adesanya, where you're knocking people out, or highlight reels. That's what they want, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But some people are
They want to
purists.
see my style, you know.
Yeah.
No.
I tell you what, at 135, there's not too many people walking off knockouts.
Yeah, true. There was some good 35 fights over the weekend. The first 3 fights were 35ers.
Now,
So
when you watch that, are you like, I fucked that guy up?
Yeah, I'm exactly like that. It's funny because I'll watch them, be like, yeah, I'm better than this guy, or I'm on their level. The only thing that's different from me and those guys in the UFC is just the experience, you know, they have a little bit more fights than I do. But I feel like skill wise, I'm there. You know?
For sure. Hang on. I'm so glad you said that, because I remember I was fucking, before I even started fighting, I'd be on the couch drinking beer with my buddies. I would get fucking drunk. I'm like, Cowboy Cerrone, I would fuck him up. Pettis, I would take him down right there. See, right there when he played, I would have him on his fucking head. No doubt in my mind. And it wasn't me just talking shit in front of my boys. I was I really believe these things. Weed, I'm like, fuck him and his cardio. I got better cardio than that. And then when I started getting there, I was like, wow.
Yeah, you smashed Guido, bro. That was a sick fight.
Well, come on.
Well, even
side note, and then we'll get back on what we're talking about. The reason why I look different today, Stan, I'm sitting different, is my son has been playing video games on my PS4. I allowed him, hey, Max, you can play on the PS4. Bryce is on the Xbox One, different room, and I'm playing Fortnite together. They're having a great time. They can do it for hours. I get shit done. Anyways, so my little guy comes upstairs like, Dad, your chair broke. I'm like, all right, probably fell over, whatever. So I ignore him. Because I'm like, Dad, the chair is really broken. We need your help. I go downstairs. You know, a gaming chair, there's fucking with the wheels, the circular wheels, with little, and there's a post, and the seat on the post. Somehow it's a post, and the chair is just fucking pried open like a fucking can of tuna. I'm like,
or they jumping on it?
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How the? And he's getting upset. I'm like, all right, dude. Usually that's an ass beating, no questions asked. You idiot, go to your, you know. I'm like, all right. What happened? I promise you, I won't get mad if you don't lie. He's like, well, I just I'm like, oh, I'm that fat Stan on the chair. He's 285 pounds.
whoa,
You're 50 pounds.
you just made me 30 pounds heavier than I am, bro.
Sorry, 265. You know, you're 50 pounds, dude. Don't. The final verdict comes out. He gets sent to his room. The final verdict is, well, I guess I jumped. Sorry. Now I'm sitting on my workout bench.
Oh, the chair's done.
Smoked.
Oh, I thought you were sitting on the chair without arms.
No. Chair is over there. I gotta do construction on it. I'm gonna see if I can revive it. But
Do you have kids in your future, Ashiek?
Yeah, not right now. But yeah, hopefully plan to have kids, you know.
One day when you bet.
Only before I turn 35, you know, around there, 30 to 35, I gotta start thinking about settling down.
Oh, just be smart, Ashiek. Just stay out there. Keep
the title, and then after that,
You know what I like? I like the shaved head, Ashiek. I like that you started going that route.
Yeah.
well, when I was training with him, I was
shit was thinning, you
give
know.
up on it because his hairline is fucking back here. I'm like, no,
Nah, bro. The hairline. Hey, the hairline is fine. My hairline is good, even if the hair grows in. It's just the fucking crown. It's the crown of my head, dog. When that shit's not good, you know. But the hairline's good. It starts right. I don't know.
The thing is, when you have a bald head, you should maybe give your eyebrows a fade because they look extra bushy. when you're very wrong.
My shit's yeah.
Well,
One
of my favorite things too about Ashiek is in the amateurs. Every time Ashiek fought, he had a different nickname.
Yeah, and different fight song. No.
Yeah.
But my favorite was the nicknames. My favorite was the Booty Freak.
Yeah,
Like
that's how he's from.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ashiek,
That's what most people
duh, Booty Freak.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Most
I
people like that more.
just had to get that out. Can we go back to the fights? Sorry.
Well, that's what we do here, Ashiek. We wind up on a topic, and then it just snowballs into where we just wound up. But
That's fine. I'm ready for whatever.
The fights this weekend, Colby Covington, amazing performance. Probably going to be going up against Menace's boy Usman again pretty
I
soon.
thought it was really cool how he talked to the president.
Yeah. He
Amazing.
was tearing up on that.
That was
that phone
so
call.
awesome.
Bro,
In my head, they're like, yo, tell him he's live. I'm like, please do not say anything racist. We're like, UFC ruins Trump's.
imagine that if Colby was like that guy. Like he got on the mic and was like, I told you, Mr. President, we were going to get rid of the blacks, the Mexicans.
like, did you beat the black guys?
Yeah. Like, what's his name? Masvidal's Cuban, you know? We got that black guy. I'm going to beat that Mexican Masvidal next. Yes, Mr. President. Yes, sir. But no, like we spoke about on the last episode, Menace, that's amazing that I don't care what the president's name is. It could be George Bush, Obama, Clinton, anybody, Trump, that MMA is so high in the landscape of the world right now that the president's like, Colby Covington, go over there. That guy's being an asshole in my fucking rally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that shit's amazing. And that he's calling him after he wins a fight.
Yeah. And I just talked to 75,000 people, and I said I had to get back to call you to see your fight. Damn.
Yeah. And then even after the fight, did you see the trash talk between him and Usman?
Yeah, I broke your face.
And he was like, Colby was like popping a blood vessel. He had like the vein going.
Like, holy shnikes. That was very organic.
I think they have animosity towards each other.
Yeah, I would want to see that fight again. They should run that back.
And even both of you guys would attest to this, both being fighters. That stoppage, you guys, if that stoppage was against either one of you, the Usman Colby stoppage, you guys would have been pissed too.
Yeah.
You know?
Hang on, like me you spoke about, that was like he was losing the fight either way.
Yeah. Did you guys see the one?
I think that fight was close. It was coming down to the last round.
It was close.
We might have lost if it went to the decision.
It was close, but if they didn't stop that fight right there, Usman still won that round.
That fight, if they didn't stop the fight, it might have actually been a draw. Because Colby was up 3-1. Colby was probably up 3-1, and if he would have won that fifth round, 10-8.
I had it 2-2.
The judges' scorecards.
Scorecards came out, right?
Yeah, the judges' scorecards. Colby would have won that fight. Wow. Yeah.
And he was now leader. He was like still on the leg trying to get.
But
right there.
If it was a 10-8, the fight would have been a draw. I'm pretty sure. We'll have to double check that, and we'll rebuttal it next week. But yeah, I think what they should do is Gilbert, Usman, and on that same card, they should do Covington versus Masvidal.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
That way, you have the backup fight, no matter what, and worst case, you have the number one contender.
Yeah, no, I'm on the Menace and the Man.
You're winning?
There's Al Percy. Could you
What's
see
up,
him?
guys?
Al Percy.
Come back.
Pass my guard.
One day.
Come train one day, Dennis. Pass my guard. Best of luck.
Easy.
Wow, you never pass his guard, Menace?
You pass him. Hang on, Stan, real talk. There's no chance you're beating Al Percy.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's no chance you're beating Al Percy.
For 1 or 2 rounds, I'll beat him. Once I gas, he'll beat me.
I disagree.
You're delusional.
Yeah, I don't think you're beating him, Stan.
You're delusional too, Ashiek.
I don't know.
I like your mindset.
Yo, don't you still have a white belt, Stan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on who you ask, but yeah. I don't even do jiu-jitsu anymore.
Yeah.
But I did enough jiu-jitsu in my lifetime that I'm good. I'm good for 1 round.
Stan, when are you gonna turn the leaf over? When are you gonna turn the page?
And what?
Make a change.
And what? Get back to life?
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been over this.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess what it is, you just have to want it. That's what my thing was. Fuck it. I'm too heavy right now. I gotta fucking get thinner.
Yeah. So we'll get to that one day, but I want to finish recapping this card and then preview 253. So.
And then we'll end the episode.
What was that other fight? Oh, Cowboy.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Niko Price.
Did you watch this card this weekend, Menace?
I did. I invited you over to watch him. You're like,
Yeah, it was funny how Niko Price was so hyped about having the draw.
That was insane. So I don't know. In my head, I'm like, he's just not a smart guy.
Yeah.
I think
he was just happy that Cowboy didn't have to lose.
Cowboy on such a high pedestal, which, hang on, Cowboy deserves it. But listen, man, you need to turn your heroes into your enemies.
I think Niko Price is like an Indian from a trailer park. If that adds any.
Because the thing is,
insight.
I saw Ally Quinta was doing his my bookie whatever bullshit, and he was saying how Niko Price and Donald Cerrone have been buddy all week, and Niko Price is so far up his ass, which makes Donald Cerrone fight even better. But Niko Price,
he brought it to Cerrone.
He's gotten a lot better. Because I remember fighting on the same cards as him. I'm like, dude, this guy's just completely wild. He's a maniac.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He just does dumb shit and sometimes comes out on top. And then I watch his career progress. I'm like, this guy's figuring it out. Technically, but I think in his brain, where he puts himself, he obviously doesn't envision himself as being a champion ever.
He might.
What? Hang on. How do you mean he might? If after a draw he goes, yeah!
He might be it.
Yes!
I think that might have just been a moment of stupidity.
No, hang on. If I was fighting anybody, they go draw, and I was rightfully winning, I would look to him in the face and be like, you fucking pussy. You're lucky I'll kill you right now.
Yep.
I mean...
What did he do? He got a point deducted for the eye poke.
Eye poke, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He might be, he's fucking, like I said, he's an Indian from the trailer park. He was probably homeschooled by another Indian from the trailer park. So, he
can fight a motherfucker.
He can fight, yes. Absolutely. But he might be in it to be a champion. Who knows?
All right, so on that same note, where's Donald Cerrone at?
Oof. Dana White said that he wants to have a talk to him.
Yeah, he's got to stop.
Wait. Dana said Cowboy and Woodley, that might have been their last fights in the UFC.
Because if that point deduction didn't happen, he would have lost that fight. It wouldn't have been a draw.
Cowboy, yeah.
Yeah, and that would be 5 in a row.
That would be his 5th loss in a row?
Yeah.
5th loss in a row.
So, with both Tyron Woodley and Donald Cerrone, can they be champion? No. Can they win fights in the UFC? Yes. They can. So it's a weird...
Woodley's in a tough spot with 3 losses in a row. Woodley has that one last-ditch effort of he can maybe go up to 185, but everyone's huge there, and he's kind of short. His reach isn't going to be there.
Yeah.
He is is he 38, Woodley?
Yeah, something like that.
He's up there.
And Cerrone's 37?
I think Cerrone might be 38 as well.
So if I had known that Cerrone had a kid, I did see it on social media, but I just didn't put two and two together that he was fighting the following week. But if I knew he was having a kid a week before, I'd be like, he's not winning.
Yeah, Cerrone's 37.
Insane. Imagine having a kid, and I don't care if it's your first, second, ninth, a week before you fight. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're trying to wake up, but you're at the hospital because your lady's in labor for sometimes fucking 48 hours. Like,
No. Cowboy even said with the first kid, he's that type of dad where is he super dad? Yeah, but as far as like having the kid, he's like old school. Like, yeah, you're a woman, go have the kid. I'll be here, I'm the man.
The dude's a cowboy.
Yeah, he's Cowboy. Like, you even heard him, his post-fight thing, they were like, someone asked him, like, what's your stance on the upcoming election? Are you for Trump or Biden? And he was like, I don't even think you guys want my answer. He's like, I'm a hardcore Republican. He's like, I'm Donald Trump all day. He's like, I'm for guns. He started like saying all the shit.
So I was talking to some people at work. I'm like, why? I was talking to some of my buddies, and they said how they don't even turn a football game on until like a half hour after the game starts because they don't want to see their fucking views. They want to see the fucking game, and that's it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why is the UFC kind of who you for? Like, what do you mean? What's that to do with the price of milk?
I don't think the UFC's doing it. I think it was just an interviewer asking the question. At the post-fight press conference, yeah. But what was the other fight? Mackenzie Dern beat Randa Markos. And then, yeah, we'll get to that Russian. But
Mackenzie Dern, we wanted Markos to win because he's been on the show.
Can Mackenzie Dern be the champion at 115?
Yeah, probably.
She could.
Because now you got to think, her striking is, if we said it about Khamzat too, if anywhere his whole, just like her, is striking. Is it good? Yeah, but if anywhere...
Yeah, it's good.
But if
She doesn't
anywhere...
mind, like, throwing power either because she doesn't mind getting taken down. So she swings pretty hard too.
Yeah, but now, so she beat Randa. That's like top 15, so now she should get like a top 8, top 10, maybe top 5 opponent because she has...
Claudia, if she can beat Claudia, I think that's the test.
Gedalia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight next.
Yeah, it would be.
That's what they should do. Claudia Gedalia versus Mackenzie Dern. I like where your head's at, Menace.
I kind of said it before. I'm like, I wanted Markos to win, but like, if it stayed on the feet, I feel like Markos had her all day. But if it went to the ground, she was like, I know jiu-jitsu, but I'm not like a technician. I was like, it was like she was doing a demonstration on how to do it. I was like, damn. Just like slow, like, boop, isolate this, take this, not working here, tuck it here. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mackenzie Dern is that level to where it's counters to counters.
Yeah.
So like anything you do, it's like, no, that's not right. That's not right.
But there was a female fight on Pryor, right? Where the girl got armbarred.
Yeah.
That I noticed that girl tapped before the arm lock was fully extended. It was bad training. Ashiek, how many times have like you been like, you know, earlier in your career, like you're about to get embarred and you just tap before it goes?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're like, it's probably done. This girl did that. It was like it went and she like tapped before it got extended. And I was like, you gotta like, that's training.
Well,
that's a training.
The girl on bottom, her hips weren't in position, but I feel like the elbow was like at that point where the fulcrum was there, you know, like she could get her arm broken there.
Listen, you've been training for this.
Yeah.
This is now she's down here. Like,
Oh, but even that girl,
trying to go for the crazy thumb rollout or something.
the girl that
Really defended.
the girl that Jean-Bard lost the decision to Caitlyn, but other than that fight, she kind of sucks. Yeah, she's like one. She's
That's
like
female MMA for you.
she's 1-5 in her last 6.
Yeah.
So for her to and that girl she was fighting is obviously solid. But
I saw that. I was like, you didn't even like. Yes, you tried to defend it, but as soon as it broke free, you tapped before you got you felt any pain. And for me, that was just like a generic training move.
yes.
I didn't mean it.
And then before we go to Khamzat, Jessica Rose Clark got a win as well. You saw it.
Vicious.
And you saw that though. The she TKO'd that girl with a body shot.
I thought it was a.
Was it? I thought, yeah, knee to the head, right?
Oh, was it I thought it was a chest shot, head shot.
He clinched, and the girl didn't want any part of it. She tried to get out by just dropping straight down, and she threw the knee, and her butt was close to touching the.
Yeah, that was the first knee, and then there was one after that she finished her with.
Oh, it was a head shot. I thought it was a body shot, but even still, I know controversy and should have been TKO stoppage.
Well, no, they stopped it because they were going to DQ her.
Yeah, and then they restarted it and said, "No, it was good."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. They were saying how they shouldn't have. Listen, you called it, and it should have been. She's disqualified. I disagree. If you you should be able to play that fucking. I don't know.
I mean, realistically, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Are we fighting?
Right.
Knees to the head should be legal.
Listen, I believe knees and kicks to the head should be legal, even if you're on the floor.
It's one thing if you're on all four and you've been on all four, and I'm just head down, knee. But if you go, if the knee's in motion while you still have 2 points of contact, then.
Well, you think the pride rules were too brutal?
Ow!
So then that's what you should have. Knees to the head on the ground, foot stomps, or stomps to the head.
Yeah.
It would actually...
Even the 12-6 elbows, what's the problem with that,
Yeah, that's insane. But the knees, I think the fights would... So I think the cage kind of favors the wrestler, if you will. You're able to, control the fight a little bit with just cage control, pushing the guy up against the cage. Like Usman versus Masvidal, perfect example. You're able to control the guy just pushing him up against the cage. I think if all those strikes were allowed and you're shooting for a takedown, but I can knee you in the head, that changes the game a little bit.
I mean, I think you kind of can.
Can what?
If you shoot and I time it, I can knee you in the face.
Yes, but against the cage or What'd you say?
Did you see when Luque Vicente fought Randy Brown? And he pretty much held his head up or pulled his head up.
Yeah, he lifted him up.
Yeah, and then threw that knee. That's pretty sick.
That's the type of shit you got to do. You got to be innovative.
Yeah.
But all right, great card this past weekend. Another thing that's a fight.
That Russian.
Yes, Khamzat. So we said the only thing that we said, we were like, if there is a hole anywhere, it's his striking. Why? Because we haven't seen it yet. And then the little bit that I had seen, I saw him hit the mitts, and he throws Ashiek, you'll get this too. You ever watch someone hit the mitts and their hands look whatever, and then when they throw a kick, it's just they throw their leg out?
Yeah.
He was throwing those type of kicks. So I'm like, all right, his striking looks pretty trash on the mitts. And then that fight, he looked fucking amazing.
Yeah. We can't judge somebody off their pad work too,
And even, granted, you can't really judge someone off 17 seconds. But for him to win that fight now, he needs a top 15 or is that just because of hype, though, that he's getting that high of a fight?
No, I don't think so.
Regardless.
Because they're talking about that he's ready for a Covington or even Usman.
He's calling for it.
Well, he's calling for all of them in the same night.
Hang on, I would love to see him fight on Fight Island in the next 5 weeks. I think that'd be awesome.
He might.
He'd have that record for fucking...
Dana White was saying it might be a possibility, so we could see. So
He was supposed to fight Maya. I think they were like double booking him against the guy he beat and against Maya.
We were saying that's like disrespectful. I'd be like, fuck out of here.
But now with that performance, did they just go forget about Maya and let's give him whoever above Maya?
Yeah, Maya's not very vocal. Is Maya saying anything like, "No, I want a piece of this cat"?
No. Yeah. What? It does nothing for Maya. Maybe
he can end the hype train and be like, "No, I'm the real deal. He's not."
I think the way that they're hyping this guy up, what they should do is they should make this guy versus Leon Edwards.
Ooh.
Yeah. Leon Edwards has no name. Nobody wants to fight him. This guy's got all this buzz right now. He's calling out 1, 2, and 3. Leon Edwards should be like, "Oh, I'm 3 or 4. I'll fuck you up," you know?
Yeah.
Granted, it doesn't do much.
I also want to see Leon Edwards fight.
It doesn't do much for Leon Edwards other than stealing this guy's clout and like killing his potential hype. But that's what he needs. He needs hype, Leon Edwards. He needs to steal this dude's clout.
Yeah.
But you were.
It was weekend's card.
But I was gonna say you were impressed, Menace, right? That dude Khamzat, he's impressive.
What I like is that after the fight, he said he wanted a knockout just so they stop comparing him to Khabib. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he
I like almost like if we ever get him on the show, I'm like, you've killed a man, right?
Oh, we'll have him on eventually. I was trying to get him on tomorrow.
He's definitely like how he speaks. He's like soft spoken, kinda. Yeah, he's just I smash.
I was shooting to get him on tomorrow, but I'll
get back to you.
I'll keep you updated. I haven't checked, but we'll go over this card quick and then wrap this up. So, I mean, we've gotten out of the habit, Ashiek, of we don't really go over the undercard unless we know people.
Okay.
And the only person on this undercard that we really know is Diego Sanchez.
Who's he fighting?
Who's he fighting?
Jake Matthews. Oh, Ashiek's back.
Jake Matthews.
Ashiek's back floating in space.
Jake Matthews hits fucking hard.
Jake Matthews is legit. What do we got? 16-4. He lost to Anthony Rocco Martin, Andrew Holbrook, Kevin Lee, and James Vick. So he's got like name losses. Who do you got in that? Diego?
Is Diego on any kind of like losing streak at all?
Remember the last fight was when he won by DQ?
Right. And then he won before
He's
that,
a big
no?
dude, Jake.
He lost to Chiesa before that.
He Gall. Lost all the other fights, I think.
And then he beat Mickey Gall. He had a couple wins before that. I'm going to go Jake Matthews. I think it's time for Diego to retire.
Jake Matthews is young, jacked, and hits hard.
Yeah. This might...
Do you guys bet on the fights?
A little bit.
Yeah, what do you use to bet on?
He'll DM you.
Yeah. Privately. Why? Where do you place your bets, Ashiek?
No, I'll use like Bovada or something. But I've heard like MyBookie and all that other shit. You know.
Yeah, a lot of them are involved in like the fight game and whatnot. They seem like they sponsor fighters.
Yeah.
But what do we got? Diego Sanchez, Jake Matthews.
Nah, Jake Matthews.
Menace.
Jake. I mean, Diego's my boy, even though he won't come on our show, but...
Why don't you try sending him a dick pic?
If he
What the fuck, Stan?
Maybe then he...
Maybe
if he comes out with
no
a
wonder we don't get
with
anybody
the
on our
yes
show.
cartwheel, though,
What are you
he's
sending people?
Oh, you think I'm sending people dick pics? No. I was just saying you
Yes.
send Diego a dick pic. See what happens. All right, so main card, UFC 253, Hakeem Dawodo versus Zubaira Tukhugov.
They're just selling this co-main and main event, huh?
Yeah, hard.
Nah, bro, the card is stacked. Don't be one of those casuals, you know.
Now, who's this Tukhugov? This is the one who punched Conor McGregor?
Yeah, he's the one with like the bold haircut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know this dude. Yeah.
And
Dawodo is good, man.
Dawodu's really good.
This is a pretty good fight.
Dawodu's the one that upset Julio Arce. Or beat Julio Arce. Upset in my opinion.
I'm gonna go with the Russian though.
You're gonna go with Zubaira Tukhugov.
Dawodo. Do you have the odds there on that too? Or does that just show the fight?
Oh, we can get the odds. I'd imagine.
He's an underdog.
I'd imagine.
On him.
I'd imagine Dawodu's probably the favorite.
Yeah.
But give me 1 second, and I'll get you some odds.
Like if.
Yo, Dennis, you still cool with Guard Labs?
I haven't spoken to them in probably over a year.
Oh, okay.
Why, you need a mouthpiece?
Yeah, I'll probably hit him up. Tell him give me a mouthpiece.
I could send a text out.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
All right, hold on. My phone wasn't giving it to me. So, Dawodu, how do you pronounce this other one? You guys both give it a shot.
It's Zubaira Tukhugov, right?
Tukhugov?
Tukhugov. I'm pretty sure.
Tukhugov.
Like it. Sounds good to me. We might just have to have Ashiek on just for like pronunciation.
I'm sick with the names.
He could be our translator.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta enunciate it.
What do we got there? We got Dawodu's the favorite, slightly. He's negative 105. Zabura is negative 125. So now
That's pretty close.
We were looking for the odds. We finally found them. Now it's picks. Who do you got in this fight? Menace is going Russian.
Yep.
Sheik is going Dawodu.
Yeah, I got mean Hakeem.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dawodu in that one. Ketlen Vieira versus Sijara Eubanks.
I'm going Ketlen.
Oh, Eubanks is back. She's come. That's a quick turnaround, right?
Very quick turnaround.
She fought a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and she was an underdog.
The champ to.
Well, she went from title contender who missed weight and didn't get to fight for the title to.
That's right.
Yeah. But plus 140 for Eubanks, negative 170 for Vieira.
I'm going Vieira.
Yeah, picking Vera.
Yeah, I'll go Vieira as well. Kai Kara Fronts versus Brandon Royval.
I'm going Kai Kara.
Kai is negative 240. Brandon Royval is plus 190. I know Kai Kara. I believe he trains with.
I'm going Kara.
He trains with Adesanya, I believe. So I'm sure he's ready for this fight.
But Royval is good too. He got that sub over Tim Elliott. I think.
Yeah.
But pretty good.
But even I was listening to one thing, like Adesanya and all the guys from that gym, City Kickbox, and they have a couple of them on this card or fighting in this week's vicinity. They live in the gym right now.
Yeah, because they have to be quarantined, so they're just staying in the gym.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
I saw a video of it too, and they had like their mattresses like in different areas of the gym, like on the mat, just mattresses. That's what they're staying on.
Wow.
Gotta do shit.
Pretty cool.
Dominick Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz for John Jones' light heavyweight title.
I mean, this definitely is not an easy fight, but I gotta go with my guy, Don Reyes. Our guy.
Booty freak?
Yeah, I got Reyes and that. Reyes.
Oh, Reyes all day. Reyes gonna piece Blachowicz up.
Yeah, Blachowicz is a little, like, wild, right?
Yeah.
Dom shit's, like, straight, and, like, you're like, it looks like he throws nothing on it, and the guy is full. And you're like, what?
Dom should piece him up.
That's that technique, you know?
Yeah.
And then after the fight, after he pieces him up, he should be like, John Jones, get your shit together. I'm waiting for you. And then just walk off.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's what this fight is. The first time since 2010 or 11 that it's not DC or John Jones fighting for the light heavyweight belt. And it's all because of what? John Jones just doesn't feel like doing it no more. Doesn't feel like cutting the weight, moving up to heavyweight. Who knows what the fuck he's doing at this point.
A big fight right here.
Well, Reyes is negative 280. Blachowicz is plus 220. So Blachowicz is an underdog that you might be able to make some money on if he pulls off the upset. And then, yeah.
The power, too, but I just think Dom's...
Yeah, Dom should...
Equal power. I think he's more athletic. He moves better.
Yeah.
He's going to hit him with the power... He's going to hit with the power of Crash Bandicoot, you know?
Yeah, that'll be the difference is the movement. Blachowicz is very stoic and like upright, where Reyes moves very well, footwork and whatnot, angles. So I think that'll be the difference in this one. And then main event: Israel Adesanya, Paulo Costa. We got Adesanya at negative 185, Paulo Costa at plus 150.
I got Israel. I think he's too dynamic.
Yeah, I got Adesanya too. He's just better, like the better fighter, you know. But Costa has that power.
They both have the power to change some shit, but Costa definitely has that lights out power that could probably overcome Adesanya being more skilled. But you got to go for Adesanya, I guess.
What I like about the fight though is I expect Costa to like come forward, do the opposite of what Romero did. You know?
Yeah. This is going to be the Romero Adesanya. The fight you should have got that night, this should be that fight. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. But we'll see. But let's get Menace out of here. Menace has to go pamper his vagina and get to sleep.
Listen, Stan, I'm making money and I'm working out.
Oh, you're crushing the game. How is the 4:45 working for you?
My eyes burn until like 4 p.m., but it's worth it.
All right.
Feeling good.
All right. And then the other news, Michael Chandler's finally in the UFC.
Awesome.
Menace broke it last week. So, yeah, that's another one. Do we hit up Henry? How do we shoot that shot? We got to go some which way. I would love to have Michael Chandler on the show. Even if he's gonna talk about God and stuff, who cares?
Yeah.
We're into that. But Ashiek, the booty freak, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Buzz.
Thanks for having me, guys. See ya.
When shit dies down more, we're either going to come to Lima or we'll have a live thing somewhere, Ashiek, and you'll come join us.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah,
episode
91.
Hit him with your send-off, Menace.
Episode the best because I was on it. All right, cool. I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Well, see you later.
Bye.
End it, Stan.
I did.